Hi, good morning everyone. My dears, in our previous class already we have learned about what is friction and types of friction, is it? And in today's class we will learn over how does friction causes and why the friction is a necessary evil and how can we increase or reduce the friction in our daily life. Okay, first we shall see how the friction causes. Okay, it just causes of friction. How actually the friction is caused in our daily life. First thing, it is caused by the irregularities on the two surfaces. You know that if we are standing on this floor, then there is a frictional force. Just because the irregularities which is acting on a two body which are in contact with each other. Already I have explained about this in our previous class, and we know that friction is a necessary evil just because you already know that when you are writing, the frictional force is acting between the pen and the paper, because the irregularities which are present in between the paper and the pen makes us to write on a paper. Okay, and next one is to start or stop a vehicle. Means when you want to start a vehicle or when you want to stop a vehicle, when you are stopping the vehicle you will apply some brake, is it? That is nothing but frictional force. Means already I have explained that frictional force means it causes opposition to a moving body. Here when we apply brake, it causes opposition to a movement of the body. So frictional force is acting when we stop the vehicle or when we start the vehicle. Whenever we start the vehicle, we will hear some kind of sounds, is it? That is nothing but it shows that frictional force is acting on the vehicle. And you already know that tires are having some irregularities. They are not having a smooth surface just because they are causing frictional effect to that. If there is a friction, then we can move easily. If there is no friction, the surfaces are very smooth, it will roll easily and we cannot apply the brake easily. And you might have seen some advertisements in the TV, that is MR of tires, is it? What they are showing, it will apply the brake very easily and it will stop, you can stop the vehicle very easily by using these tires like that they are showing, is it? And you can take the vehicle anywhere. In the mountain also they are showing like that, just because that offers a very good friction, okay, which makes us to drive easily. And you might have seen that kabaddi players will rub their hands in a mud before starting to play, just because that offers a friction. They can hold easily. The person who is attacking them, they can hold easily because friction makes us to hold easily. If the surface is very smooth, we cannot hold it easily. So they are rubbing their hands in a mud. Okay. Here in our daily life also we are using frictional force. How? Yes, just because whenever we want to open a lid which is very tight, what we are using? We are using some kind of cloths, cotton cloths, is it? Just because it offers more friction that we can hold it clearly and we can remove the lid easily. Next one, increasing and reducing of friction. Why we should increase the friction or why we should reduce the friction? First thing, why we should increase the friction means, if there is increase in friction, we can walk easily. Just you remember yourself, whenever we select shoes for especially the athletics, what they will see the back side of the shoe, is it? Means sole of the shoe is grooved, means there are some irregularities in that. It makes them to apply the brake or to run easily and to take a turn easily. So they are selecting such kind of shoes which is increased in their friction. And next one is brake. In our daily life we are using so many vehicles, from bicycle to four-wheeler or from bus. For that we are applying a brake. Here brake is nothing but a frictional force. It applies opposition to the moving body. Next one is reducing the friction. Why we have to reduce friction? You might have known that if you are using a bicycle, there will be two wheels for a chain, is it? What will you do if the cycle is not moving easily? Yes, my dears, your guess is right and your answer is also right. That is, you are dropping some kind of oil, is it? That is nothing but lubricants, oils or grease which we are using to move our vehicles easily, or nothing but called as lubricants. We apply some kinds of lubricants in between the two wheels to move easily. So we can reduce the friction which is offered by the two wheels. So the vehicle can move easily. We do not spend more energy to move the vehicle if we are using lubricants. Even in factories, to operate the machines, they will use lubricants just because to run the machines easily. And even you can see the advertisement just like Servo, which is very good lubricant for two-wheeler vehicles like that. Is it? Just because it makes the machines to work easily. Okay, it reduces the frictions of machines, which is caused by the irregularities of two wheels. Next one, fluid friction. We know that what is friction, but what is fluid friction? You might have got confused. You just see, whenever we travel in a ship or whenever we travel in a boat, what will you observe? Definitely you might have observed that some kind of energy is offering opposition to the movement of that ship or movement of the boat. Is it? What we are doing? Yes, we have to apply more energy to overcome from the force. That is nothing but fluid friction. Commonly, what are called as fluids means commonly gases and liquids are also called as fluids. In fluids, they too causes friction, and to overcome from that kind of friction, we have to apply more energy. So here, in order to reduce the fluid friction, what we are doing? Yes, definitely you might have known that the boats or aeroplanes which are moving in sky or which are moving in water will have a definite shape which offer less friction. You just see, if a vehicle is in square shape, it offers friction on all sides. It offers friction on all sides. We cannot move easily by using the square shaped vehicles. So the vehicles which we use to move in a fluid things, that is streamlined body. Okay, we call it as streamlined body, or it takes as a shape of a fish. Okay, just because here the friction is offering on this only, on these type of surfaces, on the either side of the surfaces, but not front and back. So we can move easily in the liquids or in the gases. So our aeroplanes or ships or boats are made in the shape of streamlined body. Okay. Next one is the frictional force exerted by fluids is also called as drag. Means the frictional force, I already told you that frictional force is present in fluids also, but actually in fluids the frictional force itself is called as drag. Means it will make us to come back, means it drags our vehicles, is it? So it is also called as drag. Means another name for fluid friction is drag. Okay. Yes, my dears, in today's class we have learnt about what is the cause of friction and how actually the friction is a necessary evil, and how can we increase or decrease the friction, and also what is fluid friction. And in this chapter you have learnt what is friction, what are the three types of friction and causes of friction, increasing and reducing the friction. Friction is a necessary evil, and also fluid friction. My dears, your homework is what you have to do when you in your daily life, where you can analyze the friction. You have to write that in a paragraph, and how can you reduce or how can you increase the friction in your daily life, and the instance where you come across such situations, that one you have to write.